Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. During our last episode, we built all of this, and I had this realization that I am not ready for any more build projects. I spent so much time organizing and getting material and smelting material, getting food, smelting food, and there's a lot of running back and forth. So addressing these problems are going to be my first priority. We're building a slip and slide smelter. And what that means is that we're going to use a boat to slip our items in and slide them back out. This build is going to start as a 5x5, but it can be however long you want it to be. This one's going to be a stack long and it's going to get big. So start at the center and build out all the furnaces that you want. Then we're going to add a hopper on top of each furnace. This is where we'll input our items to smelt. Then another line of hoppers below each furnace for taking items out. And the last line of hoppers in front of each furnace where we'll input our fuel into. Depending on how many furnaces you have, it's gonna take a lot of iron. On the top hopper row, we're gonna place glass panes on each hopper. This is where the chest boat is gonna float over and input our items to smelt, which means that we're gonna need flowing water next to it. So we're creating a water channel, and this can be made with whatever blocks you want. I'm gonna be using smooth stone and glass. If you happen to misplace a block and drop it, make sure to pick them out of the smelter so they don't clog the system. Now, we can place the water. We're going to place ice every 5 blocks, except at the start where we're going to place an extra source in front. So the gap in front is actually only going to be 4 blocks. Now we can go ahead and add signs before each ice block, and once these are in, we can break all the ice and get the water flowing. The front hopper line is going to have rails all the way down, and to power these, we're going to add pillars in front with redstone torches on top. Below the whole smelter is going to be filled with packed ice, and that's basically it. I'm going to decorate and add a few other functions off camera. Check it out, we are pretty much done here, and I'm excited to show you how it works. So up these stairs is where we first start, and here we have 2 inputs. The one on the left here is a little hopper mine cart. This is for inputting fuel into our smelter. So just to start off with, we're going to start with a stack of oak planks. So we put that in here and we'll send it on its way. It's going to put 1 plank into every furnace. It's going to hit that little stone block and bounce back. And it'll come back here and just set itself here. Over here is where we do our smelting. And before I show you how this works, so I tried to put it in the time lapse, but in case you didn't understand, we just put a second source block here instead of just the singular one here. When there wasn't a second one here, the boat would just sink. So this part is really important. Okay, so let me show you how this works. We're going to step on this pressure plate here. It's going to dispense a little boat for us. When we enter in, we can access the inventory since this has a chest on it. We're going to put in a stack of iron to smelt here, and we're just going to hold forward. Isn't this lovely? And once we reach the end here, all we have to do is just hold forward here. I have lights, so every time when they finish smelting, these are going to light up in a row, and when the last one finishes, we're off to the races. Bam! So at the end here, our boat crashed into this cactus, which dropped everything in it. We got our stack of iron, and we can just drop our boat here, and that takes it into a water stream, which takes it into a hopper that goes back into this dispenser. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you some of the redstone. It's nothing too complicated. This here is for the little chime sound we heard at the start. And then we have a whole row of comparators reading the hoppers. So if we take one of these out, they're reading the hoppers here, which are powering this redstone line underneath. And right under these. I'm hoping this won't break anything. Yeah, we're okay. So underneath that redstone line are repeaters going into the lamps. And the hopper at the end over here has a little special condition where it'll hit this bell whenever it's done, and it'll open the gates for us. So with our smelter done, we still have one problem with it. We need fuel for it. And I've been thinking a lot about this. I have a bone meal farm underneath here. It might still be going actually. And I thought about connecting the output of this farm to a bamboo farm to just get some like cheap fuel going. But based on my testing, I noticed it's like 8 stacks of bone meal for 3 stacks of planks, which would be really bad efficiency wise, because this is basically all that I've done in, I don't know, maybe less than an hour. But that's still a lot of time I'd have to sit with this bone meal farm running, and it's just too inefficient. So instead, oh, did you hear the screams? That's the fox. That's how I know it's time to sleep. Oh boy. Oh, this guy is kind of fancy. Look at the hat he's wearing. Is this a backwards cap? No, it just looked like that. That's funny. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, why is this doing so much damage to me? So instead of a massive bamboo farm or using our bone meal inefficiently for fuel, I'm just gonna make a little tree farm area so we can grow the 2x2 spruce trees. I've been doing a lot of building off camera, so I'm going to show you how it's done for this one. Okay, so the roofing style is really simple. I've been doing it differently for each building here. They're all very slightly different. This one I actually need to fill in still. But they're all like, they pretty much follow the same core principles. So I'm going to show you. To start, we're just going to put 2 mangrove logs facing straight up in the corners. And then just below these, we're going to add in spruce stairs, and these are going to go all the way across just below the mangrove layer. And these stick out, oops. So these stairs will stick out one off the side. We're going to reverse it, and then we're just going to connect slabs all the way to the other supporting structure here. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to stick one out. Flip it upside down and just extend it all the way. And then we can extend these mangrove logs to the end and just connect them up like this. Then we can strip them. Do it for this inside part too. And then on each of these corners, we add trapdoors just to give it a little bit of depth. And it's got a nice circular pattern to it too. All right, and then underneath here, as you can see with the other ones, we're just gonna fill in this roof tile. So we don't actually see any of the mangrove from directly underneath it. Okay, and then for this next section, we're actually gonna descend again, and this might be kind of silly to be descending after we just ascended again, but it creates just little bits of texture and little bit of like elevation differences make our build more interesting. So okay, so this is still looking a little bit tight. We're gonna extend this a few blocks back. And I have no scientific reason or any logical reason. It just needs some more space. Oh, this is not consistent. 6. Okay, let's move these. So our tree thing is going to be in the center here, which would be like this now. And it's not even anymore. Okay, so I had it right the first time. I just need to move this out. That's not good. Time to sleep again. All right, well, this is pretty much it. At least this is like the skeleton of what we need. Now we just need to kind of tidy it up, finish it, make it look good. So I'm running low on mangrove and acacia as well. I'm definitely gonna have to restock on the mangrove. But let's try to do some of the other stuff before we move on here. Oh, and it's snowing and it's dark again. Wait, can I sleep again? I literally just slept. There's no way, right? What? I guess that counts as like a thunderstorm or something. I have no clue. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put down some more fences again. Safety first. Let's extend these. Get some more room. And we'll add some fences to these as well. Before I wrap up and go mangrove collecting, there's a few things I want to add. I want to add a bubble column that goes all the way to the top. And then I also want to add in some storage somewhere just so we can store some of the extra leaves and saplings and bone meal up here. So we don't have to go back and forth with our storage. Let's add in some fences to our staircase as well. All right, first let's grow a tree and see how tall it is. Okay, so that is probably the tallest tree we can get, I think. Okay, we're gonna have this come out a little bit here and we'll start from here. I'm hoping I'll have enough glass to finish this, but let's just go up to the top. That was quite a lot of glass. I'm not sure I'll have enough to finish. No, I don't think I'll be able to finish this. I think I can do one more. Yeah, and then I won't have enough to finish this last layer. I should be able to make more glass, so I'll just go do that real quick. Okay, and then our last layer of glass. This is gonna be really ugly. It's so ugly. And it might actually be sticking out too much for the tree to grow. Well, I mean, it's finished. Oh no, that looks terrible. We're gonna have to add some more to that. That looks awful. Okay, no, but we're okay. We're okay for now. Before we do all of that, let's finish what we were gonna do. We need to add some storage as well, so let's go ahead and just add that. We'll break these out and add it like right here. Okay, we're gonna add some storage that sticks out like this. We're gonna add another layer just in case. And that should be okay for now. We can just start throwing in our stuff here. It's here, and hopefully 45 blocks is enough. Okay, and then we're gonna break this all the way down. And up we go. Sweet. Okay, well, we're done with all the functionality. I'm gonna go mine some logs and I'll come back here and we'll finish up our building. And we're back. Mangrove and acacia have been collected. And while I was out collecting and chopping wood, I had some thoughts come over me. Instead, we're just gonna lower these down and mimic the balcony style we have here instead. And that might change my mind on how this looks, or change how it looks at some point, since it is really, really basic. But for now, this is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. And then for this, we're gonna go ahead and replace these signs with fence gates, just to make it easier to move these blocks around. I get rid of the roof while I'm up here. I should get a water bucket. Oh. We're going to copy our normal mangrove pattern up here. All right, and we're going to place all our trapdoors down as well. I'm gonna change this little walk the plank to spruce and okay, and hopefully this fits in more with our build and doesn't stick out as much. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. I think instead of having the spruce planks, I'm gonna try all glass, and if that doesn't look good, I'm going to try mangrove, I think, and maybe some railings will help it stick out less. All right, and this is all glass. That sticks out too much. Okay, mangrove it is. Now it kind of looks like now it kind of looks like a face. Things will have to change. And okay, that's looking a lot better. The red still kind of sticks out a lot. Yeah, it still sticks out too much. Yeah, okay. This sticks out too much a little. He's got like red lips, I think. Let's change it to spruce. I think what we had originally was better. We just needed to execute. Okay, last time I'm changing it for real. That's perfect. No more changes. We don't need anything else. That's it. Why? It kind of scared me. I didn't know I had a live audience. Guys, I'm not equipped to fight right now. I'm in build mode. Leave me alone. Yeah, it sticks out a lot still. It's so high. But if we add more things in the back, then it'll work out fine later. It'll just look a little ugly for now. Okay, on to the next thing. You know, having a fridge that doesn't work is kind of daunting. I'm running low on food again, so we are gonna work on a little starter farm for us. I've been eating steak and I've been grabbing it from spawn and running back and forth. You know, it's really not that long, but it's still like kind of tedious for me. So I'm gonna switch over to potatoes and we're just gonna make this really simple and easy farm. Okay, let's get started. So the idea is we are gonna stand on a pressure plate here, place some potatoes on this dirt block. It takes 2 or 3 bone meal for potatoes to fully grow, so we are going to place down 3 dispensers. These 3 dispensers are going to be powered by these 2 redstone right here, and I need to dig out a little bit more space. I've kind of had this problem where I want to work on some like bigger, larger scale stuff, but I realized like we're still working on our starter base, and I have to keep reminding myself that I have to stay on pace, you know, like we're not there yet, and we don't need to be. Like we can do simple potato farms and it's fine. Okay, so here we're gonna place an observer here, and then we need a piston on this block up here. Okay, and then this piston needs to be powered by the pressure plate, which we're gonna put right here. Just have a signal going straight to the piston. We can throw some bone meal in here and give it a quick test. We also need to hide some water so this farmland stays wet. Okay, we're gonna put it here, and then we can till this. And if we step on this, all 3 of these dispensers should start firing. Yeah. And that's pretty much done. So if we take our potato here and plant it, step on this, it'll grow quick. And then I can just hold right click and just left click occasionally, and we got our potatoes. That took me like 10 seconds to get a whole stack. And before I just leave this mess here, I'm gonna try to decorate it just a little bit. So let's just throw in some logs like this. We need some storage as well, so we can throw that up here actually. So let's do, I don't know, a bit of that. bit of this, and we've got some jungle themes going. Maybe a little bit of this. I don't know. Trapdoor here. And yeah, there we go. And then let's go smelt this so I can have some food. There's a guy behind me. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, he's using our smelter. Wow, it's so useful. That is all we're gonna do today. Thank you everybody for watching. We didn't get like a lot done today, but we got a lot done today. This is a game changer right here. I've been spending so much time smelting, but now we can build things a lot quicker, and I can get things done a lot easier. So maybe not the most entertaining video today, but I appreciate you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.